COVID-19 emergency. We've met Vera Twomey on this programme previously, and we've spoken to her about her daughter Eva and how she has fought to get treatment for her condition, Dravet syndrome. But they now have a major issue arising from the COVID-19. Vera, thank you very much for taking the time to join us on the programme.
Thanks, Matt, for having us on. Thank you.
Vera, it's a while now since you were last on the show, but just remind us a little bit about Eva, about her condition, and about the type of care that she requires.
Eva's she's 10. Eva's 10 years old now. She has a condition called Dravet syndrome, as you said. Eva needs 24-hour monitoring. She has a condition which causes chronic seizures, and fortunately for her, the introduction of medical CBD and THC, medical cannabis, has resulted in the stabilisation of her condition. We were granted a licence at the end of 2017 for medical cannabis for Eva. We returned from Holland with it, and we have been travelling over to Holland every 12 weeks to collect Eva's medication since that time. And now, we should have been, after returning at this stage from our latest trip over to the Netherlands to collect Eva's 3-month supply of her medication. But because of the coronavirus and restrictions on travelling and the danger posed to her health by us going on planes, airports, public transport and returning back, we can't travel, and our family are in a situation now where we have enough of Eva's THC medication to last us, I think, until about next Wednesday. And beyond that, we will not have the required medication for the child.
Okay, can you not get it, well, post mightn't get here by Wednesday, but could you not get it FedExed or something like that?
No, it's not. We cannot get it posted. We cannot have somebody else collecting it on our behalf. There is a licence granted by the Department of Health for her medication. Our names are on the licence. We are the only people that can collect the medication for her. It's just impossible. It's an impossible situation, and I'm trying very hard to get help from the department. But all I've got as of today really is that they're looking into it. I was not really even given any great detail as to what they're looking into. And our experience of them over the last few years would not be filling one with confidence, I'll put it that way.
Okay. How long has she been taking the medicinal cannabis? And just explain the difference in her life now compared to how it was before she started having that treatment.
Yeah, I would, Matt, I would say to you, we spoke before about it, and like I said to you, it's like night and day. Prior to medical cannabis, Eva would have been spending probably 4 to 5 months of each year in hospital. It's the best way that I can explain it. It was constant seizures. It was every other day. It was a couple of days in hospital, a couple of days at home, a week in hospital, 5 days at home, 2 weeks in hospital, back home again for another bit. No quality of life, no ability to attend school regularly, and most importantly, a lot of pain and suffering for the child. When the medical cannabis was introduced, the seizures, and they continue to be reduced by well over 90%. And although she is a person who has a severely compromised immune system because of her condition, with the medical cannabis, she has a quality of life which is completely different to what we experienced before. She goes to school, she has her little friends, she plays with her brother and her sisters, and life is different for her with the medical cannabis. Now, if she comes to next week and is without it though, then Dravet syndrome will raise its head again, as it does, and her seizures will reoccur, and they will reappear. And I don't know what that would mean for Eva. It's very difficult to think about what could happen if I don't have the medication that she needs to stop her seizures. It's very, very serious indeed.
Oh, it must be terrifying for you. The other thing that strikes me as well, Vera, how scared are you of COVID-19? Are you trying to self-isolate at the moment? You just mentioned, that Eva has friends now through school, but presumably she can't see her friends now or anything like that, obviously. You must be really terrified in case COVID-19 enters your house.
Absolutely. I mean, we did the sort of couple of trips to the supermarket and so forth, to kind of, to stock up a little bit anyway. But going to the supermarket is unnerving. Going anywhere really where there are people is very worrying. And I mean, the thing is, we're in quite a rural community here, not far from Macroom, and your nerves would be at you here. Never mind if you had to, venture on an airplane, go to a big city, use public transport, and have the additional concerns of, we may be able to go, but you may not be able to come back. You don't know if you're welcome in the country, and rightly so. But realistically, I can't leave the country. I can't go and bring back the possibility of that virus to my child. And equally, I can't be put in a position where I'm supposed to leave the country to collect David's medication and come home and maybe put other people in our own community here at risk. That's not on, really. Sure, it's not.
So just to finish, Vera, so what you really need is you need some sort of way for the government to allow for this material to be sent to you by some sort of courier service, don't you?
I do indeed. And the thing about it is, Matt, is that the solution has already been formed and has been in operation in the United Kingdom for over almost 2 years now. In the United Kingdom, the Home Office made arrangements for a distribution company to travel to the Netherlands, to the pharmacy. It's the same pharmacy where we pick up Ava's medication. I know a lot of the parents over in England who are getting the same Bedrocan medication that our daughter is. And the courier, or I beg your pardon, not the courier, the distributor collects the medication, brings it back to the United Kingdom, and it is sent out to the various pharmacies to be dispensed to the patients. And yet, the Irish government and the HSE did not put that facility in place for our families. And I would just like to add, because I got severe criticism on the Facebook there over the last few days from people that were saying that I didn't care about other people, that I was only out for myself. And I'm not only out for myself. I'm genuinely doing the very best I can. There are 30 or more people along with Eva that are in the same situation as us. And I'm not forgetting about them. I'm highlighting Ava's case with the intention of highlighting everybody's case to get help, because we need help. And there's a lot of people out there that know how hard it is to get help from the HSE and from this government, but we're tied in our homes now at the moment, and we just need them to put in place a set of circumstances where we can access our medication and keep our families safe. And keep our children alive, because I'll have a lot more to worry about beyond COVID-19 next Wednesday if I don't have Ava's medication, and it's too much to contend with. They really have to step in and help us. That's what they're supposed to do, and they've really got to do it. So
Vera Twomey, I hope everything works out for you and for Ava. And my best to your family. Thank you very much for joining us here on The Last Word today. Okay, we're going to continue after.